All right, look at us, friends. Episode 52. We tackle hand fabricating this hatch for access into the front suspension. If you're interested in that, follow along. All right, so we got two front wheels going.
Wow!
Yeah, baby.
Rat Haven.
Look at that. All right, friends, quick recap of episode 51. We had to modify the Sebring exhaust to fit up in the bus. We cut up the rear bumper and took 2 inches out of it and made a cool little stainless steel hat for the exhaust tip, made bumper mounts, and got it all on the bus.
Quick special thanks to Eric Botello for coming almost every Saturday and helping me on this project. Thanks, Eric.
Alright guys, here we are today working on the old 69 VW bus restoration and customization project. I don't have my mic on, so hopefully you can hear me, but today we're going to be working on this little center hatch. So we're going to make some pieces and hinges and stuff where this thing's going to come up open like this, maybe like this. I'm not really sure yet. And of course this opening isn't square, so we're having to make some adjustments here, but if you're interested in that, follow along. Let's go, baby.
What you doing, Eric?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Making holes.
Making holes. All right, so we're adding these little rails inside here. We're gonna spot those in for the seal to go around there. I'm working on this panel. This is gonna be the inner panel. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some bends and turn this into a little support panel for the door. Wouldn't that be great if that was like $100 every time that rang? So this is the beauty of this mag brake here, is that you can, it's like a box pan brake, basically. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make this last bend. Maybe I could do, maybe I could go like this. Alright, so I just make these corners closed. I'm just going to clean those up real quick. And then this is the inner, the inner shell of that thing. A little bit of thingy-wiggy to it. But that's alright.
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you? What's up?
Bro, this is low, man.
I don't know if it gets much lower there, Ricky. How tall are you?
About 5'7". Yo, I can't even fit my fingers underneath.
No, you can't
bro.
fit. Here, look. There.
Wow, bro. You guys are the real G's, bro. Putting in that good work. Man, I love, bro.
Yeah, man. Bam. So how this works is it's got this cutting edge, and it on here there's a cutting edge, so it punches it and flares it all in one quick shot. So it'll make the panel stronger, look cooler, and lighter. All my marks on here, and I'm going to I'm just gonna run a little bead roll down here. Around this whole thing with the shrinker, the kick shrinker, and it got this thing really nice and flat. It's not tacoing like it was. It really got it right back. Nice ribs. So I'm gonna go prime it, and then we'll add it to the panel. So this is the inner panel. Just got it all primed. And this is gonna go on here like that, and sandwich in and make ourselves a nice door. I got my inner structure here. This is my piece that I've patterned on that fits perfect in the hole. And so I'm just gonna trace and cut off my excess here. And then hopefully we'll be able to just fold it over. Alright, so we just punched some holes and tack welded this on there. And now I'm going to trim it up, and then we're going to fold it over. So I'm just using this piece of steel to run along that edge that we've already marked and trimmed. Hatch. Ooh. Alright. This is Eric and I's first time ever making a door like this. Any sort of door. It's kind of fun. Something new. Alright, we're going to take that off and put a... oh, maybe not. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, look at that.
a little bowed in the middle, but I might be able to push that out a little bit later on.
Friends, if you have a Porsche Speedster laying around, I might be interested in trading my certified Myers Manx for it. Hit me up. All right, guys, just to let you know, I am booking clients and projects for 2026. If you have something you need fabricated or designed, get in touch with me. Let me know as soon as you can via email, and we will see if we're a good fit.
Well, I guess we just need to square it up and then well, it's not perfect, but it's gonna need some tweaking here, but it's hitting there when I open it. Alright, so I decided that I had to make these a little pocket for these to sit down in deeper. The tiniest little box spring. That. Not enough clamping power. There it goes. Well, bam. Look at how cute that is. Alright, so just welded these guys up, a little tiggy-wiggy. And gonna grind them up a little bit, not too much. And I also just put little tigs in the corner to kind of clean up those corners. And bam! Got ourselves a sweet little door here. That is one of the nicest panels I've ever made. I've never made a door before. Check it out, this was today's project. Oh yeah. Little trapdoor action. Love it. Oh man, that was a lot of work. I mean, that was more work than I had anticipated for sure. So it was an all-day job today for me and Eric working on this. And so two guys that figure 8 hours, so we got 16 hours into this stupid door. But check it out. So you push it down and it pops up. And then open it. So that took a long time to figure out these springs. I ended up having to cut in here and move them in so that it was clearing back here. And then, yeah, so this just comes down. You could actually drop it. I don't want to drop it, but it'll have a seal around here. So we just set it down. Now it's on that magnet, and then just push it closed. So a little bit of, it's a little low right here, so I need to adjust that some more, but overall it looks pretty good. Yeah, looks like I just need to bring that stop up. But it's also going to have the seal pushing against it. And it looks like I need to do a little hammer and dollying. This corner here is tilted up a little bit. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. That's what I wanted. I'm probably going to make little stainless steel ribs that I'll attach on here with some little studs, or I don't know, little stainless steel strips mounted on here. And so if you're setting something on here, you know, I could set a cooler on here, or
whatever. You know, I might end up making like a center console that even mounts on here and you won't even see this, but yeah, that's pretty cool. It pops up. So this must be pretty heavy, so maybe I could even do 2 of those magnet things because it's like pushing it down. But it pops it up enough to grab it, so I mean, what more do you need really? So hopefully this will seal good and you know, won't have any, you know, the road noise and stuff coming through here so much. So, alright. Love it. Alright guys, that's it. I'm gonna protect this thing with some of this Gibbs oil. I put this on all my bare metal. I put it on like once a month, once a week, whenever I get around to it. Keeps it from flash rusting and it just saves a lot of time down the road. You don't have to be sanding off a bunch of flash rust. So I already primed the inside of this before we assembled it. Well, I did just do a bunch of welding on it, so I'll have to put some cavity wax down in there probably when we're done. Just to be sure. I love it. It's actually turned out better than I could have envisioned. I kind of had this in my mind, but then as things go along, you kind of change things and do things. And you know, when we decided to cut the backs off the seat backs, and make that whole thing, and so this is, I had a panel for this already made, but it wasn't the right size anymore, and I love it. Alright guys, you know the drill. Help me build this channel, help me get more eyeballs on this. I'm really trying to work hard on building up this channel, and I need your guys' help, so like it, share, you know, make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. And comments, you know, the algorithm loves those comments. So the more comments, the more shares, the more interactions, the more it pushes it. If you ever looked at the analytics on videos, they'll push it, and then all of a sudden they just flatline. And if they're not seeing enough engagement, they stop putting it in front of people on their home pages, and then it just flatlines and no one ever sees the video. Unless they're looking for it, right? And they go into my channel or something, but once it's off people's home pages, you know, so that first couple hours is super crucial to getting views. So anyways guys, I appreciate it. Peace.